Somebody want your tube? Welcome back, everybody, and today we are going to do an episode on this new game that just got released today called Throwback, and it's currently in the Steam platform. You can purchase this game right now for $24.99, but you might want to hold on for just a moment before you jump and make that purchase. Now, I don't know about all of my viewers, but I like to play all games, regardless of the genre that they're in. I love them all. Horror games, action games, relaxing games, it doesn't really matter too much to me, as long as I'm entertained by it and I enjoy it. And this game right here is like a combination of like a classic game in VR, which is kind of interesting. There is one other game that's sort of like that, which I did a review previously on, but let's not go ahead and talk about that one right now. Now this is more like Paperboy. Paperboy was a great game. It was played on Nintendo, but make no mistake, this is not Paperboy. This is like Paperboy on steroids, if you will. So first off, you're on a bike which you have no control over, and then you take these papers and you try and throw it in the mailboxes and at these other objects that are going on, little robots, obstacles in your way, things like that. And in Paperboy, you had a limited amount of papers that you could throw, which made you question whether you should throw it or not if you were going to risk missing it. Now this one, you have unlimited papers. You could just go wild with this. After discovering that, I just went crazy and I threw the papers in every which direction, which you'll see me do here in just a moment. Now the whole point of this game is to score enough points to earn some money, and then you can go to the shop and buy some new equipments like a paper gun and a phone book and a lighter and things like that that will help you score more points eventually. And then once you buy all the stuff in the shop, you will eventually be able to unlock little arcade games, which is kind of cool. Now, one thing I want to mention about this game is that it's exhausting. It is very, very exhausting. You're constantly grabbing papers out in front of you and throwing them left, right, up, right, down, left, right, up, down, and you're throwing them at a decent strength to try and hit all those objects that are in the distance. So keep in mind, before purchasing this game, you are in for an exercise at the very least. And I think that's why that they added all those arcade games and things like that, so you can give your arms a break in between the maps and the levels. Now, one more thing about this is that if you have straps for your handset, I would recommend using them for this game because you're constantly throwing, and you're throwing really fast at a quick pace. And early on in this game, I just let go of my controller and it flew across the room. And I'll rewind it right here. There it is. Oh my god, I can't believe that I did that. But luckily nobody, anything was hurt during that exchange of controller throwing. So here you can see I just beat the level. It's going to rack up all of my accomplishments that I did, and then it's going to give me a little bit of money, which I can go spend at the store, which you'll see in just a moment. So here we are, back in the garage, going over to the little shop, and here you can see there's gun level 2, gun level 3, but you know what's interesting is it doesn't have gun level 1. It starts you off at 2 and 3. So I'm not sure if I'm just missing it or if it's hidden somewhere, but anyways, there you go. Maybe gun number 1 is your hands or something. But anyways, the guns themselves only come with limited ammo, which is kind of sad. I mean, I wish that it would come with more ammo than what it did. I think it's like 15 shots or something for gun level 2, and it's like 8 phone books for whenever you unlock that. But yeah, see, here it is right now. It loads right next to your bicycle, and then you have to pick it up, but you can't pick it up and start. So once you get started, then you can go ahead and pick it up. Let's see. I thought I had unlimited ammo. I just wasted it all right there in the beginning. Big mistake on my end. I was very unhappy with that. But in the scope of things, it didn't hinder the gameplay much because there's only 15 shots anyways, and it wouldn't have given me that much more points or anything like that. So going through these maps, they were pretty cool, right? There was the first couple levels, you go through like neighborhoods and stuff, and then there's like a mine and other things like that. The scenery's pretty cool, and you can interact with most things if you hit them. They'll do some sort of animation because you blew something up or whatever it might be. The graphics on this game are on par for what it is. It's not like the most graphically inclined game, if you will. The graphics are decent. When you get to the garage and you do those little mini games in there, the graphics decrease significantly. So if you're looking for a game that has really good graphics, I would say this game is not for that. This game is more for action and throwing and movement, exercising, things like that. And it brings back that nostalgia of Paperboy. I mean, that's what this game is called. It's called Throwback. It really does throw you back. While playing this game, had fond memories of staying up all night with my friends playing Paperboy. It also has that feel of this game called Gun Raiders, right? Where you're just standing in one place and you have to shoot objects as your body moves throughout the map. And that's exactly what this does. You're stationary on a bike and you just throw things to hit those objects. Very, very similar. Also, I would recommend playing this game sitting down, and also on each loading screen, it also says to sit down while playing this game. You are gonna get exhausted, guaranteed. Now, before we move further, I would like to say thank you everybody for watching up until this point. If you haven't liked and subscribed to the channel already, please do so. We just hit 7,000 subscribers. That is such an exciting milestone in the short amount of time that we have been posting videos. So let's keep up the momentum. Let's keep up this exciting ride that we're on. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, show some love, get some information before you purchase any games, laugh a little bit with our short videos, and have a good time. This channel is primarily made to entertain, and also some game reviews, right? To help you make an informed decision before making any purchases that you may regret. But alright guys, let's get back to the game. If you're looking for a game that will give you that satisfaction of exercising while playing a game, I would say this is it. You should probably make a purchase on this game because it will definitely give it to you. Now, if you're looking for a game that you can sit down and play for hours and hours and just be drawn into it, I would say this is not the game for you. This is only the second map and I am just winded. I'm getting tired of throwing these papers. That is probably going to be the biggest complaint about this game is it just takes so much energy to play it. There was another part where I was in the garage. Anyways, I ended up freezing the game for some reason, and then I had to log out and go back in. That was a little unsatisfying, but I would assume with any new game that's going to happen at some point. Now let's jump back on over to the shop where you could see these are the items. So here we have the phone book, a lighter, and a battery. So the phone book is like a bomb, and then the lighter, it actually sits on your handlebars where you can light your papers on fire and throw them. And then the battery, it like supercharges them with like this electricity, and it makes your papers like a bomb. Now, if you turn around at this shop, you can actually see the bike right here. You can customize it a little bit, make it look cool, put some flashy neon lights on it, change your basket around. Each one costs money, and they're decently priced. And about each game that you play, you're gonna end between $100 to $200. Maybe less if you're not very good at throwing, but it will take some time. Now, if you go upstairs, see here, there's some of those mini games. We have, you can play pool, and the quality of playing pool is just horrible. I could not hit that thing, and the ball, it doesn't seem to roll as if a normal ball would roll. The colors of the ball just seem to be stagnant while the ball moves, which gives you that appeal that the ball isn't actually moving, but it's like gliding, which is very unsatisfying. But then if you go outside, it just continues. I mean, you can come over here and do this like home run derby, where this guy picks up some newspapers and throws them to you. And then you're supposed to hit the newspaper to those targets out there. Now, it would be cool if that bat would actually have that swinging motion. Like if you swing your hand fast, the bat moves slow, which it just makes it feel very strange to play this game. I mean, I'm swinging it really fast here, and the bat is just not moving fast. I was very sad about that. And also on top of that, whenever I hit that newspaper in a direction, it didn't always go to where I wanted it to go. Now, keep in mind, I do know what happens when you hit a baseball in a certain direction. It may not always go the way you want it to, but when you compare this to other baseball games, which I have played, but I haven't done a review yet, but it doesn't live up to those types of standards. Yes, I know it's not a baseball game, but if you're going to include something in a game, you should at least make sure that it's satisfying enough to continue playing it. I mean, that's not cool. I was not happy with this game. And then on top of that, it gives you some cans at the end of it, which I'm not sure what you do with those cans. But to my point of it being like an exercise game, it has like these exercise mini games, and then you could play those arcade games which are scattered and you have to purchase to kind of relax your hands a little bit. But to give this game an overall yes or no, I'm a little torn, to be honest. I don't know if it's worth $25. I would much rather have paid like $12 or $15, but I did. I paid the $25, but I can't say that it was worth it. So overall, I would say, yeah, give this game a shot, but maybe lower the price a little bit, Steam. It just isn't worth the $25. Alright guys, that's the end of this review. I hope everybody enjoyed it. Take a moment, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Right now, I'm working on No Man's Sky. This is an incredibly cool game. It's taken me such a long amount of time just to get past the first few levels, but it's not really levels, it's the first few planets, if you will. I'm so excited about doing a review for that game. I hope you guys hit that subscribe. That way when that video comes out, you will all be able to see it. But thank you so much everybody for watching, and we'll see you next time.